Hey y'all, it's your girl Char. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing my debt. Yes, it is a debt confession. Listen, I prayed about this and I told myself I have to be transparent with you guys. Like, I just have to let you guys know it all. Like, I have to. But before we start that, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been stopping by my channel, that's been liking, subscribing, and leaving comments. Listen, I truly appreciate you guys. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, so let's get right into it. All right, so this is my overall debt sheet. I got this from The Budget Mom. I will have the link below, so if you guys want to print these out, you guys are more than welcome to. These are actually free, some of her free resources. So stop by her page, her website. She has these to start, so you can start off your debt journey. So guys, I've had my debt for some time now. But let's just start by writing them down. I'm going to list them all down and we'll just talk about each debt as we go, okay? All right, and I'm going to start from smallest to largest debt. And honestly, I've never thought I would have this much debt. I've never had this much consumer debt, of course. But you know what? I'm just taking full responsibility. And again, I want to be as transparent as I can be with you guys. I know I'm not the only one going through this. There's so many of us going through debt. And I just want to share my story with you guys and some of my tips and, my plans on what I plan on doing to get rid of this debt. Okay. So first we're going to start with, I have a personal loan. I'm sorry for all the wobbling on my camera. Start with my personal loan, my starting balance. 354. Yes, I'm a lefty, guys. I am so sorry. I am a lefty. And my minimum balance, no, my minimum payment is $31.50. That loan, I honestly don't even remember why I pulled that loan, but I've had that small loan for about, I'm gonna say less than a year. So we'll take care of that soon. I have a Capital One credit card. This is one of my first Capital Ones. I got my first Capital One when I was, I'm gonna say 19. And my starting balance is $328.92. My APR rate is 28%. I know, it's really high. I meant to swap these out, but you guys get it. And my minimum balance, well, my minimum payment is $30. All right. And I have a Chase credit card. I've always had my Chase. I love this credit card. And my balance is $507.11. My interest rate is $27. No, it's 27.99. Sorry, I'm still a little nervous, y'all. And my minimum payment is $40 a month. My next debt is my other Capital One. I have 3 Capital Ones, by the way. Yeah, I know. I opened my Capital Ones, like I said, when I was, I want to say 18, 19 years old. I've had them for a long time, but I'm just not happy with Capital One. I don't know. I'm just so disappointed in that company. There's so many things going on with them, and I'm over it. I just can't wait to pay them off, and I don't care if they close my account at this point. But I know it will hurt me if they close my account, but I'd rather it be paid off and just be done with. And my minimum payment for this is $273. And the reason why this is this high, I end up switching bank accounts. All of my credit cards are all on auto pay. I end up switching my bank account, and I totally forgot to change some of my auto pay payments. And Capital One, of course, was one of them for 2 accounts. And I can't blame Capital One, but I know most credit card companies, if they notice that you've missed a payment or a couple payments, they're calling you. I mean, instantly. If you're like a day late, they're calling you. Capital One never called me. They never sent me any emails. They've done nothing to like notify that I had this payment until I received a letter in the mail stating that I was like 30, 60 days. Matter of fact, 60 days past due. And I was like shocked. And yeah, that's why I have this here. And I have another Capital One. Oh no, I'm lying. I have Rooms To Go. Because I had to purchase some bunk beds when we moved for our boys, and my balance is $1,355.44. I don't have an interest rate for this, so I will try. I really want to pay this off as soon as possible. And the minimum balance is $58.05. And my next one is my Discover card. This Discover card I share with my boyfriend. Our balance is $1,991.48. And our APR is 21%. It was actually, I think, 3% when we first got the card, and we paid this card down multiple times, but we ended up getting this credit card when we had our son, well, when we had our 4th boy. Yes, I have 4 boys. So I was on maternity leave and I started running out of money. So we decided to open a credit card so we can buy groceries. And that's what this credit card was for. But again, I could only blame myself. He didn't use this card at all. It was just all me. So I'm taking accountability and I'm constantly paying this card down because he shouldn't have to, although he makes payments towards it, but I always like pay him back because I made this balance, so I want to take care of it, and that's what I've been doing. And the minimum balance, minimum payment for this is $64. And my next debt is Capital One. And this is my 3rd account with them. Again, I can't stand Capital One. Like, I really can't. And I can't wait till I'm done paying them off. My interest rate for this one is 27.15. And my minimum balance for this is $603. This is my biggest account with Capital One. I have a pretty high limit with them. And my next debt is my Apple credit card. And my balance with them is $29.98.19. I don't have an APR rate with them as of now. I'm actually on a plan with them, and I'll go over that with you guys in a little bit. All I pay with them is $31. So I did have an issue. I did bump into an issue with them too. Same thing with my Capital One. I was never notified about my past due balance, but at the same time, I was just being really negligent. I was just going through so much last year, and I was like just over it. And again, I was just being negligent. And then I said, you know what? I need to call these credit card companies that I am behind on, which I am up to date with Apple, but they gave me, I believe it's like a year to pretty much catch up on past due balances, but I am caught up, but they still have me in this program. And what the program does, you have 0 APR, just zero interest rate for a year. And then, yeah, you just have a zero interest rate for a year, but you just can't use your card. That's one thing. You just cannot use your card for that year. But I am up to date with all my credit cards except these two Capital One cards. Okay. So I have the plan with Apple and they're great. They will work with you. And I feel like all the credit card companies do except for Capital One. I mean, it's like pulling teeth with those guys. Like it's impossible trying to get help with Capital One. But with my Apple card, I have a zero interest right now. So I'm going to do my best to pay this off soon as well. Let me put down the next credit card. I have a Navy Federal credit card. That balance is $4,971.87. And my APR with them is 3%. This is another one. I didn't have any issues with them, but I just felt like my balances was never going down. My actual interest rate is 18%. So I called them up one day and I said, hey, is there any way you guys can help me with, my account? Is there any way you guys can lower my APR rate some kind of way? And they did. And again, with them, I can't use my card for a year. And this one actually expires in June. So I can't use my card for a year, but as of now, I am paying it down. So I'm trying to at least get this down to at least 60-70%. So this balance could be done before I get back to 18%. I really want to pay this card off. And I have high hopes that I will pay this card off this year. And my actual minimum payment is $64 with them. And my last is another personal loan I pulled out with my old bank, which is Wells Fargo. And Wells Fargo, they're pretty good. I like them, but my rate with them was really high. And the balance with... Sorry about that, guys. My memory was full for some reason. And I pay additional for storage. So that was insane. But my last debt is my personal loan. I had to pull out this loan for school. I needed to pay for some courses and this was my only way. I didn't have any money saved. Well, not enough at least. So I had to pull a pretty large loan and pay off for these courses. And that's $11,032.76. This interest rate is 17%. I know it's pretty high, which sucks. And I pay $346 a month for that. Okay. So we are going to calculate my debt. See how much we have going on here. Let's see. $304. 325, 92, $507.11. 1,000. Okay. 1,055. 44. 25.72 and 26 cents. 29.19 cents. 49.17 and 87 cents. 11,076 cents. Whoa. So I have $27,092.52 in debt. Yeah, that's a lot. I knew I was, in the 20,000s, but damn, when you see it on paper, it's like, wow, it's a lot. But it's nothing I can't take care of. I don't have a car loan, thank God. Matter of fact, I'll tell you guys my little story about my car loan. I paid that off. I paid $10,000 off in 6 months. Yes, 6 months. And I'll tell you how. So I had this $10,000 loan left on my car. Just felt like I was not getting anywhere with that balance. I'm like, and my interest rate was, I think it was really low. It was like 8 or 9. And I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. So one day I went on Google. That's when I started, no, not Google. I went on YouTube. And I'm like, you know what? YouTube has a lot of great resources. You ask YouTube anything, you type up anything, and you'll get an answer for something. So I end up seeing this guy, Dave Ramsey. I'm like, okay, let me listen to what he has to say. Listen, like, listening to Dave Ramsey literally changed my life at that time and my whole aspect on money. Even though I was still having my struggles with money, saving money, not making enough money, I said, you know what? I need to do something. I need to figure something out. So I started literally binge watching all of his videos. And if you know with Dave Ramsey, he sits there and he talks to people that are going through what we're all going through, living through debt. And he's, breaking down what they need to do, how they should do it, what they need to do if they need to get another job. Like he's a huge advocate for that. Like, hey, if you're not making enough money, go get another job. Find ways to make more money. And listen, when I tell you guys, I took notes of everything. I'm like, you know what? I had my main job. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to get a part-time. So I ended up going to get a part-time at Target, matter of fact. And this is around COVID. This was around like 2000, COVID was 2020, 21. So I ended up getting another job at Target. And at that time, if anybody knows, if you worked at Target, they start you off at like $15 flat or $15.25. I don't know what it is now. But I'm like, you know what? This is better than nothing. I'm just going to work as much as I can and put it towards my car. That's exactly what I did. And not only did I work at Target, I ended up getting a side hustle, and that was DoorDash. I was like, listen, I was determined to pay off that $10,000, and I did that in 6 months. And thank God I went on YouTube, I found Dave Ramsey, and I followed all these advices that he was giving everyone. I even went and subscribed to his channel, and I was just watching everything he was talking about. It's very interesting, the things that he talks about. And I end up signing up for his podcast. I would listen to everything he would talk about in his podcast. And again, I'm still taking notes and I'm just learning all this stuff. So I paid off $10,000 in 6 months. And listen, I hustled. I was tired, but listen, I was determined to do it, and I did. And for my next video, I will actually show you guys the receipt because I still have that receipt showing that I paid my car off. And that was like one of the biggest accomplishments I did at that time. And I was so proud of myself. And if I can thank Dave Ramsey, I would, because he saved my life at that moment. So I was debt free from my car. But now we're here, which is okay. I do have a plan. I do plan on paying these off. And listen, there's so many different ways. There's so many tips to pay off debt. Like I said, if I can pay off my $10,000 car note, I can pay off this debt. It's a lot for me. This is the most I've ever had. But again, I know I can tackle these. I plan on paying at least, I want to say, half of these before the year ends, maybe more than that before the year ends. And I will update you guys every month on my balances to see if they decreased or increased. But listen, they will not increase. I promise you guys. All my cards are cut up because I do not plan on using these cards again. I'm telling you. I don't plan on getting into credit card debt again. Again, my cards are all cut up. I'm done. I want to take full responsibility and get everything in order as I should. And I know I can do this. Just have to be consistent and just stay focused on what I need to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off as you can see, from lowest to largest. So this is technically like the snowball method. I feel like that would work for me. And then just seeing like my smaller accounts, you know, going down, that's more motivation for me. Some people like the other method. I believe it's called the avalanche method, which is the opposite. You pay the largest to the smallest. I don't like that, but listen, you do whatever works for you. But there's other options. I was thinking about consolidating loans and consolidating actually all of these, but I was actually denied, which I was actually happy I was denied because I already have personal loans, so they would not give me another loan, which I was completely fine with that. Again, I just need to take care of what I need to. And other tips you can do, listen, guys, increase your income. There's so many things you can do out there. There's no way you can say you're broke. You can go in your closet right now. You can find things that you haven't worn in years. Listen, you have things that have tags on them still. Listen, I have things that still have tags on them. And I plan on going through my closet this week and just cleaning things out, reselling them. Hey, putting them on Marketplace. There's ways to sell clothes. I'm telling you, there's eBay, there's everything, even word of mouth. Tell your friends at work, hey, you have some things you'd like to sell. Are they interested? Hey, I still have tags on them. Hey, some I barely wore, but here you go. Listen, somebody will buy it. Trust me. And don't forget, you can call your credit card companies, try and negotiate with them, see if they can lower your interest rate. Like I said, a lot of companies will do that. I promise. You just have to pick up that phone and call. And if the first person denies you, listen, hang up, call again. Hang up, call again. But I'm telling you, with Capital One, they are tough. If somebody can tell me a method on how to get them to help me to lower my interest rate, listen, I'd appreciate it. Please leave it in the comments. Send me an email. Listen, please let me know. But that is like the hardest company to get through. If you can cut down your subscriptions to save money. And I went through my Apple store the other day to see what I had on my subscription. Listen, I found like 6, 7 things I was subscribed to that I had no knowledge of. And I was paying for all this stuff every month. And I was shocked. And guess what? They're all deleted. Listen, there's things you guys can go through your phone company, change your plans if you have to. I just recently changed my plan with T-Mobile. And again, everything that I'm doing is just to help myself so I can have more money in my pocket so I can lower my debt. I have been saving tremendously. And listen, like I said, I did a whole 360 in December and I've been saving and saving. I know people are like, I see people in other comments with other budgeters saying, oh, why are you guys saving all this money? Why don't you guys just put that money towards your debt? I mean, a lot of us, that's what we do. Like with my savings challenges, all that will go towards my debt. That is the plan. And I also want to save while I'm going through this debt journey because listen, when I was going through everything I was going through last year, listen, I didn't have much saved at all. So this is why most of these loans were pulled because I didn't have the funds. So I'm playing it smart now. Again, I have a huge family. Emergencies can happen at any moment. I want to be prepared. I want to have money saved in my pocket so I don't have to go to the credit card route or getting a loan again. I don't ever plan on getting a loan ever again. The only loan I plan on getting is a house. And I don't want to get a house until I clean up all my mess and then I'll move forward and with the whole housing process. That's what I told myself. So listen, there's no excuses. Like I said, there's so many ways you can make money. Oh, there's DoorDash. Like I said, there's Instacart. Listen, people are always signing up for these things. And DoorDash, Instacart, those are the easiest ways to make money. And I'm telling you, you make pretty decent money doing that. Listen, I've been there, done that. And there's nothing wrong doing it. Because listen, right now in 2025, we have a huge inflation going on and people are doing whatever they can to make money. And when I go to the grocery stores, I see everybody on their phones, and guess what? They are Instacarting. They are shopping for other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, I've been there, like I said, and I've done that. And listen, I'll do that now again if I have to. And I have no problem doing that. But there's so many different resources and so many things you can do now to make money. Just write everything down. Like right now, I'm writing everything down. I'm sticking to my plan. And with my job, I get quarterly bonuses. And my plan is all those bonuses that I plan on getting from now until this day moving forward will be going towards my debt as well. And if you guys have any tips, any other tips, let me know. Like, please leave a comment below. Let me know, what are your plans? But like I said, I want to pay off my debt, but also I'm going to save while I'm doing that. But I will execute these loans and these credit cards. Listen, this is not my life. I know I can take care of this, and I know you can too. So that is my plan. But also, I wanted to bring up something regarding these high yield savings accounts. I don't know if you guys noticed, the rates have gone down, and I'm a little shocked. I have a high yield savings account with American Express that went down to 3.80, and I have an E-Trade account, high yield savings account, and that rate went down too. And I was surfing through other accounts, other high yield savings accounts, because I was thinking about switching, but it seems like everybody has gone down. What is up with that? If you guys can let me know, please let me know down in the comment, because I didn't do too much research. But I've noticed that the rates have gone down, and I'm hoping the rates go back up. So just let me know, guys. And yes, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we're going to finish off with an affirmation. This says, I can take my life in any direction. Yes, you can. I can take my life in any direction. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. You just got to remain focused, do what you have to do, be consistent. You'll get wherever you want to get to. And if you guys loved my content this evening, please like, comment, subscribe. Please, please, please. I'd really, really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, talk to you later. Bye.